And your question was why is it nutrition so crucial in the livestock production? Nutrition, actually, when even we look at the cost of production, it contributes close to 75% cost of production. Ac- So actually, it goes even beyond that. It can contribute to 80% cost of production. Nutrition is very core in that. Despite the fact even others are core like breed and the housing is also core, plus the health. But nutrition is very core in that, you know, it clearly determines the vigor. The breed may be good. It clearly supports the vigor of that particular. The vigor may be good because the breed is good, but then it supports the growth rate. It supports the feed conversion rate, because if you've given a good nutrition, the rate at which this feed is going to be converted, if you've created enough microflora in the stomach of this animal, the rate at which this feed is going to be digested and even converted into nutrients and absorbed is going to be so high. And we look at the different ingredients that or nutrients that can contribute to that. So nutrition is very crucial. We don't just feed for the sake of feeding. And once you don't feed so well, this animal is going to grow a little bit stunted. They will not grow to your expectation. They will not, because remember, I told you there is an objective that we are targeting. We've got a breeding objective. So if your nutrition is not very, very crucial and you're not doing it rightly, the chances are very high that you're not going to achieve your breeding objective, despite of having a very good breed, despite of having a very good structure like this one, and despite of also doing the preventative treatments and even the curative treatments. As long as nutrition is not good, you will not get a result out of it. And more still, if nutrition is good, the chances that your animals, it boosts immunity. The chances that your animals are going to be strong enough to be resistant to certain diseases is going to increase. So with proper nutrition, you're sure that your animals are not going to fall sick. You're sure of having better productivity. You're sure of having, in terms of growth and in terms of milk production, and you're sure that your animals are going to reach the puberty age at the right time. And probably I would like to give you an example. The cows I talked about, the ones I talked about, Margaret, they are mixed in within there. Margaret, Liz, Mukisa, that came into heat before they clicked a yam. You know, I remember they would come into heat and we don't give them, and I don't inseminate them. Then they came into heat the second time. I refused to inseminate. Then the third time I was like, now enough is enough. Let me inseminate. So it was after inseminating, I didn't look at my records before I inseminated, which was not right. It was wrong of me. I didn't look at the records. So then I decided to inseminate. And after inseminating, I discovered that I had inseminated them before they made a year, which is not allowed. They were supposed to be at least 15 months, but I inseminated them before even they clicked 12. Some, and I had used, because they were huge animals, I had used the Holstein Friesian. They know the Holstein Friesian. These are the giant Friesians. So I started getting worried that the cows may not be able to calve down normally or to produce normally. So, but still, despite of that, I did not deny them of the right ration when they are pregnant. Because usually we even help this animal develop its udder as it grows as a heifer. So I gave them the right nutrition. Surprisingly, they all calved down normally and well, without getting any dystochias. So now, I urge farmers out there, At times, we need to learn from others. We need to be trained how things are done. I'm that one person, despite the fact I'm speaking technical. But for me, I usually visit others and I usually learn. Learning is like fire. You don't say, I've learned much, I don't want to learn anymore. Every time you visit or you go, you learn something new. So I'm urging farmers out there to come and we can train them how to improve their diaries and their performance in their dairy herds. Most of them have dried. We correct close to 100 liters. Times they go even to 150. And actually, we even do it in pigs. We didn't reach that level. We didn't go into that detail of science. But even in pigs, that's what we do. Usually, we give it that additional month because we want the reproductive organs are growing now faster. We want to further the growth of the reproductive organs. And we also usually we want to increase on its body. I mean, to further grow its body within that period. When you're a farmer, you have to be so innovative. You don't just cram things and you do several things to see whether they are applicable and you can get result out of them. We improved that system and it has really worked because we rarely spray these animals and they usually we can spray like once in a month because the system we provided around our fence, the ticks cannot cross over to come and affect our animals. And when you're doing farming, you have to control the cost of production in terms of treating animals. The money that is wasted in treating animals is too much. So the more you provide systems that will prevent disease or infection, the better you realize, or the more profit you realize from your enterprise. So that system that we created around our fence, around the paddock, the cow unit, prevents ticks from coming in. And then the other issue is that to prevent or to minimize labor wastage, we have the feed just above the cows. It provides the coolness of the structure. It's usually cool for the animals. The heat is not too much, but still when it comes to feeding them, somebody just goes up. This is where the outlet is and another one. So you just pour the feed down and they are eating from within the corridor. So it becomes so the labor is minimized. Within the cow shed, we are rearing turkeys. They are fenced within. There are gin fowls. They are fenced within. And also some local chicken here. A lot. So they move. As we feed our cows here, what we do, we usually deworm them. But as we feed the cow, the dairy milk that pours down is what they feed on. And also some insects from the dung which is collected. And it's also there are also other enterprises that supplement dairy and can generate income for the farm. Your question was, I have so many enterprises, how do I manage them? First of all, I have passion for them. I love what I'm doing. I love it. They are not pushing me. I may not have the money, too much money. Like, people's mentality is that those people have money. That's why they are doing that. No, I don't have that money. And even I've seen those ones who have the money, but they can't do the same. For me, there are first answers that have the passion for them. Having passion is very broad. It means that I care for them. I have to care for their nutrition. It means that whatever concerns them is my concern. I cannot draw away minus knowing what the cows are going to eat. I cannot prepare a meal and eat minus knowing what the cows are going to eat for that day. I cannot move anywhere. They become part of you. That's how I've managed to manage. And the other one is that I've empowered my colleagues. I call them even colleagues, not just workers. I've empowered my colleagues at the farm. I train them, I give them the principles, the science behind it, including the junior workers, such that they understand once we do steaming up, the essence of doing steaming up. Once we do this, and I usually advise my farmers that when you come for the training, you also bring those people that are taking care of those animals, because they are the ones who really they are the ones who do the real work, because for you, you're not there to feed every time. So once this person who feeds understands that I'm feeding like this because of ABCD, the chances of him feeding rightly are going to be high. Number 2 is empowering them. And the other issue is that number 3, I fully engage myself in all the activities of the farm. I'm not a telephone farmer. I don't just give orders, but we work together with my colleagues, and my colleagues are my workers. And this is why we've been able to achieve this. And the other issue how I've been able to maintain these enterprises is that when you're at the farm, you have to control as much as possible expenditures. There are some people who are too smart to touch anything. All those works that you can do. And you know what is very funny? They can't do any work. What is very funny? They can't do any job in their farm, because you know that job is dirty job. But they usually spend a lot of monies in gym to do exercises, to reduce the weight. And for me, my gym is my farm. So my gym is my farm because I fully engage in everything. So it's my exercise schedule. No, here for the semen cattle, we just also buy semen cattle. We don't have a bull stud. It's only pigs that we sell semen. I would like to call upon everybody that wants to come for training. When we go out there, we shall take some simple shoots about us, a few pastures that are around here. It's a little bit raining. We can't move very deep. But for those who want to come for training, I call upon you, please don't invest in a business before you get technical knowledge. Don't invest. This is something that I would like to tell you, just to caution you and even remind you, if you want a profitable business, come and seek technical advice before you venture into that business. You invest your millions and millions of money. And in addition to that, we can help you. We offer that consultants of developing a business plan. That business plan will guide you because it will have clearly stipulated objectives and how you're going to achieve them with activities that are clearly stated. And even your performance indicators will clearly be stipulated. And your everything that what are you interested in? How are you going to do evaluation and monitoring and all things? So please come, we train you, or we offer you that consultants of developing for your business plan. You will never go wrong once you. That's kind of it's a manual. It's like an SOP that is going to guide your entire project throughout its life. And the other issue is that we offer consultancies on how to develop the structures, to coming up with the plans for the structures. We do that. So if somebody is interested, my number is 0772 47 6854. The other one is 0704 93 6642. Thank you so much for watching. This is Kasanje Practical and Demonstration Farm. Indeed, it's a practical and demonstration farm, as its name says.